Hi there. Who's ready for some bedtime stories? Bernard and I are both ready, and we've got some good ones picked out for tonight. Our first one is by a very famous author, Margaret Weiss Brown. You might know her book, Goodnight Moon. This book is illustrated by Greg Pizzoli, and it's published by Harper. Do you see an egg in the nest? Once there was a little bird all tucked into her nest. It was almost time for her to fly away. Her mother taught her to ride the wind and to fly above and below the storms and to glide on the strength of the wind. And then they would fly home to their nest in the sycamore tree, and she would sing her song. And the little bird would ask, "When I fly away, which is best? North, south, east, or west?" But her mother just curved her head under her wing and put her other wing over the little bird. And as the hush of the evening fell, the crickets sang their cricket song. And the little bird dreamed from the warmth of the nest of the north and the south and the east and the west. And in the bright new light of the rising sun, she stretched her little wings and flew. And she flew on the wind to the north, to the land of ice and snow, where everything was white. But it was too cold for the little bird to rest or to build her nest, and so she flew around the North Pole and headed south. Till the sea was blue and the trees were green and the thickets were full of flowers. But it was too hot there to build a nest, so the little bird rested, and then she headed west. Over the mountains and rivers and plains to where the red sun sank into the sea. She had flown to the north and the south and the west. But which direction did she like best? She sat on a rock by the edge of the sea, and she thought of her home in the sycamore tree. She had flown to the north and the south and the west, but the east was home. So she stretched her wings and she flew into the rising sun. Over the high mountains, over the deep canyons, over the great forests and plains she flew. Till she came to where the land was soft and green with rain, and the sycamore trees grew. Now in the spring, when the wild birds sing in the wild green forest of the east, the little bird, a big bird now, sang to her eggs the song her mother had sung to her, till her little birds cracked out of their shells. And they opened their beaks and said, "When we fly away, which is best? North, south, east, or west?" And what do you think she told them? I think they're going to have to find out for themselves. Well, should we do a finger play? Which one do you think would be a good one to do? I don't know one about flying, but maybe we could do one about some monkeys up in a tree. 5 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Well, along came Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he went snap. Can you hide one of your monkeys? Because I'm sure your monkey's hid. 4 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, "You can't catch me." Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 3 little monkeys swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he went snap. 2 little monkeys are swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. 1 little monkey swinging in the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Along comes Mr. Crocodile, as hungry as can be, and he goes snap. No little monkeys are swinging in the tree, I'd better watch out so he won't catch me. Let's have a story that has some monkeys in it. Not as the stars, but as part of the story. This is called Awful Aardvark. It's written by Mwalimu and illustrated by Adrian Candlewick. And this book is published by Little Brown and Company. Now Aardvark was asleep in his favorite tree. The tree was old and dry, but it had a smooth branch where Aardvark would lie and rest his long nose. And what a nose it was! Why, his snoring was so loud, it kept Mongoose and all the other animals awake night after night. Rah! Rah! Went Aardvark's nose. Oh, how awful, Mongoose said. I wish he would keep quiet or go somewhere else. Well, Aardvark only stopped snoring when the sun came up. And then he clambered to the ground and he set off to hunt for tasty grubs and crunchy beetles. Now, while Aardvark was hunting for breakfast, Mongoose had an idea. I will just have to annoy him more than he annoys me, he decided. First, Mongoose had a meeting with the monkeys. Next, he went to see the lion. Then he talked to Rhinoceros. And that night, as usual, Aardvark climbed up to his branch in the tree, and very soon he was snoring. Can you snore with me? Ah, shoo! Well, Mongoose called into the darkness, and the monkeys came, and the tree shook as they chattered and screeched in the branches. Aardvark woke up. Stop making that noise, he shouted. But he soon went back to sleep and snored even more loudly than before. Ah, shoo! Well, then Mongoose called out again, and there was a low, rumbling growl as Lion came padding to the tree where Aardvark was snoring. And stretching his legs and reaching, Lion scratched the bark with his strong claws. Aardvark woke again. Stop it, he said. Go away. But soon he was snoring again, louder than ever. Ah, shoo! Now Mongoose was very angry. He was so angry that his fur bristled. He sent out another call. The ground trembled as Rhinoceros came puff, puff, puffing to the tree, and then bump! Aardvark nearly fell off the branch when Rhinoceros pushed his fat bottom against the trunk. Go away! Leave me alone, cried Aardvark. But he still didn't stay awake for long. Ah, zoo! We need help, puffed Rhinoceros. I'll tell you what we'll do. Well, soon there was a munching sound coming from the roots of the tree. Well, Aardvark just kept snoring. But suddenly there was a loud snap and a crack. Snap went the roots. Crack went the tree, and it toppled over, and Aardvark bounced to the ground. Well, he picked himself up, and he glared at the other animals. "Who did that? Who pushed my tree over?" he demanded. "Not me," said Lion. "Not me," said Rhinoceros. "Not us," said the monkeys. Aardvark snorted at Mongoose. "It was you." "Oh, not me," said Mongoose. "They did it." And he pointed at the broken roots. Can you see what was there? Aardvark saw that the roots of the tree had been eaten away by hundreds of termites. "I'm going to gobble you up," he threatened, and he stuck out his long tongue and he ate some of the termites. He licked his lips. "I think I'll eat you all." Well, the termites hurried away with Aardvark following and eating as many as he could reach with his tongue. In the morning, the termites hid in the castles of sand and mud which they had built to protect themselves. But at night, they still come out to eat the trees. And from that time to this, Aardvark has slept during the day and eaten termites at night. And Mongoose and the other animals sleep peacefully because they are no longer disturbed by Aardvark's awful snoring. There he is having a little snack. Well, should we have a little snack? Sort of. Can you get your hot dogs ready? I've got 5 little hot dogs that are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. Well, our next story is about something I know all of you have had. A birthday. And this is a birthday for Froggy. This is Froggy's birthday wish. It's written by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank I always say this one wrong, Remkowitz, and it's published by Viking. I like the stories about Froggy. Oh, look at everybody coming with presents. Well, it was the night before Froggy's birthday, and Froggy was excited. "Look, the moon," cried Froggy. "It looks like an orange piñata." And Froggy made a birthday wish. "Froggy," called his mother in the morning. "What?" "Time for breakfast, dear." Froggy bounced on his bed and sang, "Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Froggy. Happy birthday to me." Then he got dressed. Zip, zoop, zup, 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 zap. And he flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. "Are we having something special?" asked Froggy. No, dear. Why do you ask?" "Oh, I don't know," said Froggy. "Are you doing anything special today, Dad?" Not really." "Why do you ask?" said his father. Then Froggy turned to Polly. "Well, what do you have to say, Polly?" Oh, and his little sister said, Poo-poo on you. Froggy ate his bowl of cereal and flies and wondered, what if my family forgot my birthday? Froggy, called his mom. What? Shoo, shoo, go out and play. So Froggy flopped over to Max's, flop, 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 and he banged on the door. Max, Max, he shouted, but nobody was home. Oh no, cried Froggy. What if Max forgot my birthday? Well, then he went over to Matthew's, but nobody was home. Oh no, cried Froggy. What if Matthew forgot my birthday? Then he went to Travis's, but nobody was home. Oh no, cried Froggy. What if Travis forgot my birthday? So he dragged himself home, zloop, zloop, wondering, what if everybody forgot my birthday? So much for my birthday wish. Well, when he finally got home, Froggy opened the door. Surprise! Froggy almost jumped out of his skin. Zing! Because everybody was there. Max, Matthew, Travis, even Froggalina. And Froggalina said, I bet you were worried that everybody forgot your birthday. Not me, said Froggy. Froggy still had hopes for his birthday wish, but first, he and his friends played pin the tail on the donkey. Oh, and Froggy almost pinned the tail on Max's mom's bottom. Oops. Laughed Doggy. Then it was time for the birthday cake, and here came Mom with all the candles burning, and everybody sang. Can you sing with me? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Froggy. Happy birthday to you. And this was the moment Froggy had been waiting for. He made his wish, took a big breath, and he blew out all the candles. And after they gobbled down the cake, Mom announced, time to open presents. First, Froggy ripped open a present from Max with a little help from his dog. A skateboard, he shouted, and he hopped on. Zoom! Crash! He knocked over, the punch bowl. Oops, said Froggy. Then he ripped open the present from Matthew. A scooter! He shouted, and he hopped on. Zing! Crash! He nearly knocked over the fishbowl. Then he ripped open a present from Travis. A pogo stick, he shouted, and he hopped on. Boing, 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 and whoops, he hit his head on the ceiling, bunk, and then fell down. But he still hadn't gotten his wish. Froggalina finally said, I have a surprise for you, Froggy. Close your eyes. And what do you think she gave him? A big, fat piñata, like an orange moon. Oh, yippee, cried Froggy. And he sang, I got my wish, I got my wish. Froggy, called Dad. What? Come out and hit your piñata. So Froggy flopped outside, flop, flop, flop. And Dad hung the piñata from the tree and tied a bandana over his eyes. And then Froggy swung the bat and missed, swish. So he swung again, swish. And on his third swing, whack, the piñata flew up, 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 and then dropped down, 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 and burst open right on Froggy's head. Zap. Whoops, cried Froggy, looking a bit more red in the face than green. Candy, candy, yelled Froggalina. Candy for everyone. And everyone dived in, even Doggy. Well, I got my wish, cried Froggy. and it was filled with chocolate-covered flies. Munch, crunch, munch. Said Pollywoggolina, stuffing her face with candy. Happy birthday, Froggy! Burp. And everybody laughed. Even Doggy. That was kind of silly, wasn't it? Well, can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Now can you clap, clap, clap your crazies out? Clap, clap, clap your crazies out. Clap, clap, clap your crazies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out? Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out. Stretch, stretch, stretch your stretchies out and wiggle your waggles away. Stand on up. Can you jump, jump, jump your jiggles out? Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out. Jump, jump, jump your jiggles out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you yawn? Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out. Yawn. Yawn your sleepies out and wiggle your waggles away. Can you shake, shake, shake your sillies out? Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Well, we're going to have a story now called The Baddies. This is written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Scheffler, and it is published by Scholastic. And I'm pretty sure these are the baddies over here. Well, there once lived a troll and a ghost and a witch. And they were horrible baddies, all three. They never said sorry or thank you or please, and their hearts were as hard as could be. And the worst thing about the three baddies, the troll, the witch, and the ghost, was the fact that all three of them liked being bad. And what's more, they all liked to boast. The troll said, I'm stronger than you two. I can easily win every fight. The ghost said, I'm much the most scary. I make things go bump in the night. The witch said, my magic turns men into mice and rubies and pearls into coal. So you better beware or you'll end up as frogs or maybe as toads in the hole. Now, when a girl with a blue-spotted hanky moved into a cottage nearby, the witch rubbed her hands, the troll roared with joy, and the ghost gave a long, happy sigh. Well, the ghost said, I can't wait to haunt her till she's a quivering jelly. The troll said, I'm going to eat her, and he patted his big, bulgy belly. Before you can try, I'll have turned her to stone, cried the witch in a voice loud and shrill. Oh, no, you won't, laughed the others. And the witch replied, oh, yes, I will. Well, the three of them started to quarrel, and before very long they were fighting. There was pushing and shoving and pulling of hair. There was pinching and kicking and biting. Enough, squeaked a mouse who had heard every word. Let's find out who's really the worst. Could anyone steal the girl's hanky? I wonder who'd like to go first. Me, roared the troll. ducking under a bridge. Just wait till she crosses this stream. I'll pop up and seize that blue hanky, and I'll roar till you all hear her scream. So he hid, and he waited, then popped up and roared. But the girl didn't tremble or yell. She just did a neat little sidestep, and the troll lost his balance and fell. He ended up splash in the water, and the other two laughed. Hee hee hee. The girl tried it off with her hanky, and the troll was as wet as can be. Me next, cried the witch, and she looked up a spell to magic things out of a pocket. Hankety, pankety, plinkety, plonk, rickety, rackety, rocket. She chanted a spell with a wave of her wand, and from the girl's pocket there flew some toffee, some string, and a worm, while the girl sneezed into her hanky. Achoo! The toffee got stuck on the witch's long nose, and the string tangled up round her knee. So the girl kept the blue spotted hanky, and the witch went as red as could be. My turn, said the ghost with a giggle. I'll hover around till it's night. Then I'll glide through the wall of her bedroom and give her a terrible fright. I'll moan and I'll groan and I'll rattle my chains till she howls and she wails just like me. Then I'll sidle away with the hanky and leave her as scared as can be. But when he appeared in her bedroom, the girl said, Poor ghost, can't you sleep? Perhaps a hot bath would be helpful, or else you could try counting sheep. She read him a couple of stories and made him a nice cup of tea. Then she waved him goodbye with her hanky, and the ghost was as cross as could be. Next morning, the girl washed her hanky. Then she spotted the little white mouse, who squeaked, Can you please help my babies? It's terribly cold in our house. The little girl thought for a moment, and on the next page, you will see that the mice got the blue spotted hanky, and they were as snug as could be. So the baddies were soundly defeated, and they said to each other, Let's pack. And off they went to stay with an ogre, and none of them ever came back. And there are the mice, snug and cozy under that blue hanky. Well, hickory-dickory-dock, the mouse went up the clock. The clock struck one, and the mouse ran down. Hickory-dickory-dock. All right. I think we might have time for one more book. And this is called Chilly Millie Moo. It's by Fiona Ross. She did the illustrations as well, and it's published by Candlewick. And there she is. Millie Moo the cow was sad. What's up? Mooed the other cows. I'm too hot. Millie Moo the cow was glum. What's up? Asked the farmer. It's too hot for me to make milk. Millie Moo wanted to churn out the finest, loveliest, tastiest, creamiest milk, but she couldn't. Well, you can't stay here if you can't make milk, said the farmer. Aw, what a poor cow. We make lots of milk, boasted the others. Millie Moo sat with the other cows. The sun helps me make milk, and me, and me, but not Millie Moo. Well, the next morning when the farmer collected milk, well, what did he get from Millie? Did he get any? Nope. Zilch. Nada. Diddly squat. The other cows snickered. They couldn't understand why Millie Moo was different. Well, that night, Millie Moo dreamed about what might happen to her. Where did cows go that couldn't make milk? Did they go to an island? A desert island? All by themselves? Under the hot sun? Well, she woke up to find that a storm was raging. It was getting colder. And the following morning, oh, it was freezing cold. Brr, said the first cow. Did you get much sleep? Said the second cow. It's so cold, said the third cow. The cows were moaning and groaning, except for Millie Moo, who said, it's perfect. This is your last chance, Millie Moo, said the farmer. And the farmer squeezed and squeezed and squeezed, and strange noises erupted from Millie Moo. Gargle, gargle, bubble, babble. Let's have one last try, said the farmer. Blimey, said the farmer. And there was an explosion of the coldest, chilliest, frostiest, iciest ice cream. I never thought a cow could do that, said the farmer. Well, the other cows, they wished that they could be like Millie Moo. We can't make ice cream. Oh, don't be misery moo, said Millie Moo. We're all special, she said to them. It's just that I like being chilly. So let's go and enjoy the big freeze. And they did. Looks like that farmer was very happy to have that ice cream. Looks pretty good. Well, I think it's time for us to reach in our pockets and pull out our piece of bubble gum, just pretend, and unwrap it, pop it in your mouth and chew it up until it's all soft and squishy, and then you know what we're gonna do with it. Here we go. Spit it in your hand, clap your other hand on top. And we've got sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. Should we leave it there? I don't think so. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Time to throw it in the trash. And let's get ready for our story. It's going to be on the magnet board again. Well, there were once two ants. who came upon a lovely checkered tablecloth on the ground in the forest. Someone was having a picnic, and on that cloth there was a feast of delicious foods. There was a basket of fruit, a jar of pickles, a plate of cupcakes, a plate of cookies, and a jar full of candies. Now the good ants could not believe their good fortune. So the first ant crawled along over the cloth and, well, he loaded a big red apple on his back. Well, the second ant was not to be outdone, so he put a big red apple and a pickle from the pickle jar on his back. Well, of course, the first ant wasn't going to be outdone, so that ant added a pickle from the pickle jar and a cupcake. Well, I want a cupcake too, said the second ant. So on top of his apple and pickle, he added a cupcake and a cookie. Well, I want a cookie too, said the first ant. So he added a cookie and a piece of candy. Candy, said this ant. I'm going to hand candy too, and added one right up on top. Well, the first ant was staggering under the load, and the second ant was too. And pretty soon they heard, well, some people coming. They heard voices. The owners of the picnic were returning, and the ants had to make a getaway. They tried to run, but their loads were just too heavy. They couldn't move at all, and they were scared. Now, when the people noticed 2 stacks of food, well, they wondered how they got that way. And the little girl said, I'll put the food back. So carefully she took the candies off of each pile and put them by the candy jar. And then she took the cookies and put them on the plate of cookies. Then she took the cupcakes and put them by the other cupcakes. She took the pickles and put them by the pickle jar. And then she picked up the 2 apples and returned them to the basket of fruit. And when she picked up those apples, those 2 little ants took a deep breath. And then do you know what they did? They ran away as fast as they could without a single bit of food. It just doesn't pay to be greedy. So let's finish up with our Sandra Boynton book. And tonight we're going to have Good Night, Good Night. This is written and illustrated by Sandra Boynton and published by Little Simon. And Bernard loves this because, well, of course, he's in it. The sun has set not long ago. Now everybody goes below. There he is. To take a bath in one big tub with soap all over. Scrub, scrub, scrub. They hang their towels on the wall and find pajamas, big and small. And with some on top and some beneath, they brush and brush and brush their teeth. And when the moon is on the rise, they all go up to exercise. And then down once more, but not so fast. They're on their way to bed at last. They climb into their feather bed, some at the foot and some at the head. And 2 little rabbits sing a song while everybody hums along. The hippos, big hippos, will dance in the mud. The piggies will follow them in. And down in that hollow will elephants wallow in mud that comes up to their chin. The cats and the bears, the lions and dogs, the rhino and moose come along. 2 rabbits, that's we 2, will gladly agree to sing everyone's dream in a song. The day is done. They say goodnight, and somebody turns off the light. The moon is high, the sea is deep, and they rock and rock and rock to sleep. Thank you for joining us for some bedtime stories. We hope you have sweet dreams just like they did, and we'll see you another time for some bedtime stories from Wood Library.